Oh yeah, we are back. We are back. We are back in the house, guys. I'm so glad everybody's here. Oh man, it's so great to be here, guys. Back again. We all enjoyed our holiday, Thanksgiving or whatever the heck you guys may call it. Whatever. But I certainly enjoyed my time with my family, friends, and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys did the same. Anyways, we back to the business. You know what I'm saying? The world doesn't. All the chaos does not end because we have a moment with the family and we gotta kind of collect our thoughts and refresh and which is good. I think it's vitally important for you to take some time and unplug from all the mayhem and get back in tune with what really matters in life. So, anyways, we're back and we are hopefully going to hit you guys with another one tonight. A really good topic, very spirited conversation, I presume. We definitely have a new guest here tonight, a panelist that she's supposed to have been on the last few, but just technical difficulties, time schedules, things like that. But all that really, however it played out, she's here tonight, and I would like for you, Miss Jane, if you don't mind, just kind of giving us a little give my everyone a sort of a little brief introduction about yourself and then we can get started. Oh yeah, hold
Absolutely.
up, my bad. Hold up.
Yes.
1 second, 1 second. Gotta, there we go. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. All right, go ahead.
Thank you for my round of applause. Good evening, everybody. Yes, my name is Jane McMillan. I am the founder of Men Are Not the Enemy. I'm out here in this war zone, just like all the fellas, trying to bring positive light back to men, highlighting the men that actually get it, the men that don't cheat on their wives, the ones that's trying to keep the home together, the fathers that's doing their best, just out here promoting positive light back to men. So, welcome to everybody. The panel looks beautiful tonight, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. And JP and Daz, for this the newcomers in here, if you don't mind just kind of introducing yourself real quick.
I'm JP, FWM Podcast. Follow me.
Yes, sir. FWM
Everybody.
podcast.
Oh,
Go ahead.
hey
Oops.
everybody. I'm Des, and my name is there.
There we go. Where can they find you, Daz? Where can they find y'all?
dezidc on Instagram and Desiree AC on Facebook.
That's what's up.
FW underscore podcast on TikTok. FWM underscore podcast on TikTok and Instagram.
Definitely. And Jane, where can they find you too?
Well, my IG is actually right there. That's the name. You can find me on YouTube. You just type in Men Are Not the Enemy. But actually on TikTok, it's She Is Jane. TikTok at She Is Jane, Jane.
Word to my mama. Okay, that was great. That was great. Okay, guys. So there was this video that went viral. I'm not sure if you guys may have caught it. And I'm talking to you guys on the panel. Prior to me seeing it, but it's been out there circulating in the ethernet, and basically it's about this guy, this father who decided to kick his daughter out because she got pregnant. I want to play the video, and then we're just gonna kind of do our rounds and get everyone's perspective, opinions, and see how this plays out. So give me 1 second to pull this up real quick, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Hold up, there we go. Oh, and shout out to the chat, y'all. All my day ones. I really appreciate y'all for coming on. Oh man. Okay. All right, let me just pull this up. Okay, Lee. I see you, man. We'll be waiting for you, bro. Cause you want me to talk about this.
Oh shit, this was his.
We waiting for you, Lee. All right, here we go. Yeah, get them likes up, y'all. Everybody that just jumped in, come on, hit the likes. I know it's gonna take a little second. Everybody kind of shaking off the turkey and everything, but we're gonna get it. All right, here we go. Hey, I'm gonna press play. Y'all, let me know if y'all can hear it.
Kicks out his 15
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
year old daughter because she got pregnant.
No, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. This is my daughter. If she want to be grown, she got to deal with those consequences. So now I'm finna drop her off anywhere. I don't care where I drop her off at. I know she's finna get out my house. I know that for sure. She is going somewhere. I don't care about none of that. And take that phone. Take that phone. I'm taking that phone back. And she only brought a little bit of clothes. Man, I don't even know what you're saying right now, and I don't care. This is my household. This is my rules. If she want to get pregnant at 15 years old, then this is what she gonna have to deal with, and this is what she gonna have to go through. You falling the same exact steps as your cousin. You want to be like your cousin, homeless? You want to be like your cousin? Now you gotta wear no shoes. Now you gotta wear no shoes. Man, I don't. Why are you recording me? Why I'm recording you? Because I'm showing other people an example. This is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. I will give you. Man, I will give my baby her my shoes. Man, give me that phone, man. No, give her. Give me that phone. Give her her phone. Give me that phone. What you mean? Get her that phone back? No. Give her her phone. No. I'm finna drop her off. Delete all this Instagram stuff. All this is finna get out of this phone. Like for real. All this is finna go. This is so weird. What you mean I'm so weird? What you mean I'm so weird? Not like my step anymore. Hey, deactivate her Instagram page. Deactivate her Instagram page. Go for real. Cause you making the scene. We is outside. No, I'm not making the scene. I'm finna man. Watch out, man. What you mean? No, I'm not giving you nothing. You wanna get pregnant? You gotta deal with those consequences.
And kicks out his 15-year-old daughter.
All right. All right. Oh, all right. All right. Let me pull this down. And Miss Jane, we're gonna start with you, and then Des, JP, and as of course I'll always go last because I'm just respectful like that.
So I'm gonna try to be short-winded. I'm gonna try to, because that was a lot. I don't know who's watching, right? But yeah, I don't think he handled that properly as at all. I know from my own personal testimony, we have to be very careful about our reactions as parents. Like I get his frustration. I saw somebody say that it might be staged, but even though it might be staged, this is real life. Like that's still a real life situation that's happening in real life. So it doesn't really matter that it's staged, but the lesson behind it, yes, the father is frustrated. Of course, I have a lot of fathers that follow me on my own platform, and fathers, y'all have to be very very careful, especially she's a girl, she's a woman, a young woman. We have to learn how to put our feelings to the side, because okay, kicking her out, yes, you're doing it out of the frustration. You don't want to be quote unquote embarrassed, etc., like that. But what's going to be the long term for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if she is pregnant, that means she has no place to stay. That means that she's going to be probably doing some illegal stuff to get money. She's not going to be properly introduced to the real world. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like the father failed in this case. He Yeah, that, and if it is real, yeah, he just earned himself a lifetime award of hate from his daughter, from the way he reacted to that. So I'm just gonna rest that there. That was a lot.
All right. All right. All right, Miss Des. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Um, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Miss Jane on this. I think the only thing he did right was confiscate the phone, which I mean is the least bit of his concern at this point. I just think that social media has branded a new way of living in every aspect of our life, from how how we operate as a people, how we operate as adults, you know, instead of really, and what kind of got me is that you can sit here and kind of understand that you didn't do as much as you could have as a father. However, want to put what seems like full penalty on a child, you know. And then another little situation, which I think I may have mentioned before, sometimes we have a tendency of looking and treating our children a lot older than what they actually are. Like if you have a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old, 14, even that matter, who's over 5'8", you know, and a buck 80, buck 90, you know, you're not going to talk to him or really necessarily treat him as his age. A lot of the time we tend to treat our children a lot older than what they are. So I really don't agree with the approach. I understand the frustration, but I don't agree with it.
All right. All right. JP, what's up? What's your perspective, man?
Well, I think I think this is a prime example, dog, of the father since the beginning of time, bro. Like, even I think that's a combination of being hurt by his baby girl being pregnant, but the beginning of time, bro, like fathers are not prone to kick their children out of the house because of a mistake like that. Like, that just shows that he has learned that from growing up around his sisters and his mama. He's watched a woman kick his sister out. He's watched aunties kick their daughters out because of being pregnant. He did not watch that from a man and a father. That's all predicated from hurt, embarrassment of lack of what he has been doing as a father, as a father figure, somebody that's in her life. That because I mean, at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. A father can't be that at all times. Again, the more that you tell a child no, they're gonna want to do. What the social media thing, you know, when kids having their face in the phones and that internet all day long, yes, they getting influenced by a lot of things, man. But the skit, whether it's real or not, bro, like I just feel like these are the skits that we seeing on the internet right now, bro. It's so unrealistic right now. And I think it's just based on conversation starters, and it's so sick because some of these conversations, man, that they're not really happening like that anymore. And the reaction like that wouldn't really happen. No real man will react to his daughter like that. A 15-year-old girl, we wouldn't even put our daughters out like that to embarrass her on the social media platform. Social embarrassment for these kids is the worst thing you can do to try to teach a lesson. Is crazy, but I mean that's the world we living in right now.
Okay. Okay. Um, got a few chats in here. Yes, everyone, I can see your chats. No problem on that end. I will be posting the chats on the screen so you guys know I'm not just neglecting you. Anyways, so yeah, my opinion about the matter. Let's see. This is deep. Let me see. So my daughter, I'm just trying to I'm trying to empathize and put myself in that man's position. Okay, so first and foremost, if your daughter is pregnant at 15 years old, you failed as a father. You failed in your duty, your responsibility to protect. So that's that. Secondly, if that is the case and he's aware of that, you know, and of course there had to been some signs leading up to that. There was some indication that she was going down that road. You know, maybe perhaps he wasn't vigilant, maybe he was busy working, whatever the situation may be. You know, his obligation as a father is to protect the child. However, you get your ass pregnant in my house, you getting the hell up out. And that's word from my mom.
It was coming.
I was waiting for it.
Look. I had to lay the groundwork first. I don't want y'all to think I'm just this. Look, I'm not just this cynical, evil bastard. Okay, I totally understand. I understand that there's a full dynamic that's going on here, and I'm not ignorant to that situation. Yeah, look. You just don't know. I mean, there's not much context to go off. All we can kind of do is speculate and try to, you know, give some sort of semblance of what we would do in that situation from a third party perspective. And the way I see it, hey, look, whatever the case may be, if you stand in that man's house, if you are in your father's house and you turn up pregnant, you better hit the goddamn road. And look, I ain't helping you. I'm not giving you no resources. You can go to your mama, you can go to your daddy, to your pappy. I don't care where you go, but you ain't coming here.
This is a man's world.
Oh
And
my
I ain't
God.
playing. All right, now I'm sorry, just had to kick it off. Go ahead,
Will,
Jane.
you know
You
we're
can go.
live, right?
What?
I just,
Okay,
what did you say,
what's wrong
Des?
with that?
What did she say? What did you say, Des?
I said he knows we're live, right?
She running her mouth.
I'm about to get on that ass because you know what, and I don't know, I don't know, y'all, like, was he for real? Is he for real? Y'all know him better than me. Is he for real?
He
Is he for real?
100%.
He okay, okay.
100%.
All right, okay, boom. So let's go there. Okay. So let's go there. Let's go there then. Let's go there. Let's take it all the way there. Okay. So put yourself so let me let me give you guys the reality. Let me give you guys a very hard reality check, right? My
Break it down.
name
Break it
alone.
down.
Okay, I'm about to. My name alone. It's crazy how I'm doing a better job of representing men than actually men are doing a better job representing men. I'm fighting for I'm fighting for women, black women, all races of women. I'm fighting for women. I'm sorry, I'm fighting for men because I want women to see that there's good men out there. There's good fathers out there. The narrative is being painted that black men ain't shit, men ain't shit. They cheat, they do this and they do that. So at this, the first
All
thing I
lies.
disagree,
All lies.
right? But the first thing I disagree with what you said. You said if a man's daughter gets pregnant at 15, he failed as a father. I don't think he failed as a father. I'm on crack. Okay, I'll be on crack. I don't think. Um, I don't think that man necessarily failed as a father. I believe that you can you can do all you can sometimes, and that child is still going to do whatever they want to do. So I'm gonna tell you guys something. Hear me out, and I'm gonna try to shorten this as much as I can. My testimony and how men are not the enemy became a thing. So my daughter, I have an 18-year-old. My daughter just turned 18, right? So when she was 2, turning 3, her dad took her and disappeared. Like straight up disappeared. It took me 4.5 years to find her. I found her at age 7. So that common denominator that most black men have or deal with when it comes to not knowing where their children are, I know that pain from being in the actual shoes. So from age 7 moving forward, now she's 18. Since the time was lost, man, it's so disconnected. It's such disconnect because that bond, you know what I'm saying? That bond can never be restored. So with all that being said, right? As an 18-year-old daughter, if she was to come back into my life or come back in to live with me or whatever, and I wanted to just say, okay, now you're in my house, so now I'm just going to control you, and I'm going to push her farther away from me when indeed my intentions was to bring her close to me. And I just feel like I see the domino effect of that video.
Wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interject. Let me ask you. So when you say your goal was to bring her closer to you as opposed to pushing her away, what are you? Okay, can you expound upon that? What did it look like what did it look like for her when you were trying to bring her close to her, but it was pushing her away? What describe that dynamic for me?
So her father, her mom, I'm sorry, her father, her grandmother, and then her godmom, and then her dad's new girlfriend at that time. Everybody was like so against me, so against me, like trying to find her and all that stuff. Like they just wanted me to basically just leave them alone, just leave him alone. And I mean, I'm not gonna, I don't want to turn this into about me, right? Because it's not about
Mm,
me. I'm
right.
just giving you guys some backstory, because in that situation with that man, that 15-year-old daughter is going to resent him just like that resentment was against me. And I'm not even the one that took my daughter away from me. I'm the one, I wasn't a bad mom. I wasn't a bad parent. I didn't go through any of that. But my daughter knew that time that she was with me. It's a long story. Like between 7 and like maybe 13, she was back and forth, right? So when she did stay with me during that time, I was the disciplinary, right? And so she learned things that I had no clue she learned because I had missed out on so much time. So there was a time where she could have popped up pregnant too. I saw stuff in her phone. I mean, crazy stuff in her phone.
There you
And
go.
my
There you go.
reaction,
There you go. See, there it is. There it
right?
is.
So
There it is
right.
right there.
L-
That's the
I'm
problem. See, that is the
gonna land
problem.
my
Fathers
plane.
are supposed
Go
to.
ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you land the plane, and then I'm gonna jump in
I'm gonna
because
land my plane.
it's about to
When I
go. It's
saw,
about to go dynamite this month.
okay, but bring it on, because this is real stuff. But when I saw the stuff in her phone, right, that she was doing with her in her dad's house, right? Then when she visited me, I was going through her phone and I saw all this stuff. I too overreacted, just like that gentleman in that video doing that drastic thing of kicking her out. I too was like, oh my God, like I can't believe my daughter did this. Why me? My daughter's supposed to be da 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 da. And I too told her like, why? What is this? Do you want to be a da 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 da? So that did nothing at that time. Now she's older now, but at that particular time, it was kind of like she thought I overreacted, and that made her further more resent me at that particular time. So my overall, what I'm trying to get out to the people is we have to be careful, because what parents are trying to show love, but a lot of these children are not showing, they're not receiving it as we're trying to give it. And you got to make sure that the love that you show is not toxic. Otherwise, yes, the hell, you're going to scare your children away, and your children are going to resent you, and they're going to go left when you say go right, because the love that you think you're giving is not the love that they receiving on that end. And we need to check ourselves sometimes as parents and ask our kids, hey, what are you dealing with? Did the man talk to her about sex? Are you talking to her about closing her legs? If you never had that conversation, you can't be mad as to why your daughter's out here looking for love in all the wrong places. I'm a land there.
All right. Let me hold on. Let me send this link to Mr. Lee. Lee, I'm sending you the link right now. I'm gonna drop it in for you. 1 second. I'm gonna put it in the Facebook. I'm gonna put it in the Facebook chat. So look out for it, G. 1 second, because I don't know what Miss Jane talking about. Sound like a
Bring it
bunch
on.
of
Let's go.
sound like a bunch of word salad, if you ask me. So look, this is what
Okay.
I got to say. This is what I got to say. Fathers are supposed to be the first line of defense. We are the first line of defense, right, for the children. Fathers are to keep their sons out of prison and their daughters off stripper poles. That is the duty and the role of the father. We are supposed to protect. And yes, I agree. He failed, and I'm saying I agree that he failed in that situation, in that role to protect. He did, because he allowed his daughter to be influenced by outside forces. Nonetheless, with all that being said, look, I got one simple rule: and maintain your moral integrity, go to school, pay attention, do the things that you need to do, what a 15-year-old need to do. But if your ass decide to show up pregnant,
I don't need a man.
hold up. That's not what I wanted to say. If you decide to come to my house pregnant,
She belonged to the block.
you can go right back to the block. Cause I'm disowning you. I'm not dealing with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. You grown. You made that decision. You want to go handle it by yourself. You listen. This the whole issue that I have about women and protection. Right? They say they want protection, but what they really want is a response team. They want somebody to show up on the scene after all the mayhem has already ensued. They want you to show up and protect them after they done got themselves in some bullshit. And my thing is, I ain't with it. Go ahead, JP. You got something to say?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Now you kind of landed that last part. That you are right about that. Like,
Damn right.
We always have to come save the day after we have told you multiple times what not to do, where not to go, not how to do it. And just for some reason a woman just thinks, fuck it, whatever. I didn't just hear that. and they
Exactly.
still go their own way, and then they look for us to wipe it up and clean it up. And then when we
Clean up
don't,
crew.
you know what I'm saying? It's a problem, it's an issue. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Or we just not a man, or they all out, we got to do it on our own. No, again, with the leadership, you support following me and then in a certain direction. I just told you not to go there. I literally told you what not to do. But I mean, yeah.
JP, let me respond to DP real quick. Yes, I'm saying he failed in his role. Just because you fail at something doesn't mean you stay in that position. You just acknowledge where you failed and you bounce back. Yes, and yes, to answer that question, he is right to kick her ass out, because I'm sure he had instituted a rule in his house. You will not get pregnant. No sensible father wants to see his daughter pregnant at 15 years old. I mean, honestly, this is something. It's crazy that this even has to be stated to your child in this day and age, but I guess it is in this day and age because of what the culture promulgates. But yes, I'm sure that he told his daughter, look, follow these rules, do what I say, and we'll be good. But yes, he did fail. It's okay to fail. We all fail. We all fail at some point in our lives. So I'm sorry, JP, go ahead.
I mean, that is shit. Like, this been happening since the beginning of time, bro. Like, I mean, for as far as I can go back, for my mama age group, my cousins, I mean, it's been happening. They be, girls been getting pregnant at 15, 16 years old. Right now, it's just a highlight because we got social media now. So now everybody has an opinion of something, of this particular thing. Hearing people's opinions out loud, being able to read it in the comments, and have so many opinions at one time, bro, you realize how people think, and you really see how a lot of people feel. But I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how hurt you are about it, you can't kick out, though. I mean, I just
she gotta go.
Just putting myself in my shoe. I got a daughter, dog. Like,
she got a daughter. I got one too. She gotta go.
Yeah, and I only say that, bro, because I just can't see that happening because of how I move and what I do.
She belonged to the block.
And I mean,
that was an accident.
Just communication, bro. I think the lack of communication in our community, also with our kids, man, it's a lot of scolding and not enough just talking. We always scolding, we always chastising. And, even when we were younger, it was not many times, you would feel comfortable with certain things to go talk to your parents about. So we would sneak and geek and do all kind of stuff, man. But I think our generation is different when it comes to having an open door policy with our kids, of having them come to talk to us. But also the double-edged sword with it is too, our generation, the things that we wanted to do and sneak and do, they're telling their kids, as long as you just tell me, be upfront with me. And they're allowing these kids to do it without no filter, without no guidance. And that's the issue. And that's what's going on.
Okay. Go ahead, Des. I want to hear your perspective, your follow-up perspective.
What I think is funny to me is that you have men who will sit and take a woman who has cheated multiple times, who has come home with a baby of her own that didn't belong to the man, how she can disrespect, curse him out, do all of these nasty, negative things, and he will always, at least one time, take her back. Your child gets pregnant. Now you're ready to throw her to the streets. What irritates me about a lot of people is that child, one, and this kind of goes back to previous podcasts. Every action has a reaction. If you two decide y'all want to sleep together, like I keep saying, anything that happens after the fact is a result of that. As a man, you didn't do what was necessary to protect your child. You didn't do it. As a result of that, your 15-year-old is pregnant. Now, instead of trying to make the situation right, the answer is just to kick her out, kick her to the streets. You might as well say you did that when you didn't fulfill your duty as a father. And where were you at when she was out doing this? Where were you at as a father? And my thing is, my initial response would not be, oh, kick her out. The girl 15. And I keep telling people, children don't come out the womb 30 and educated. They don't know. We sit here and look at the girl. She looked like a heavy size girl. She didn't, to me, look like she was 15 years old. She looked like, to me, she could have been a little bit older. But again, just like I said earlier, we will look at a child like this and we want to treat her like an adult when she's not an adult. She's not an adult. She needs help.
But she wanna partake in adult activities though.
So what? So what? Our kids do it every day. Our kids do it every day. And just because when they don't get pregnant, when they do other outlandish stuff, parents are supposed to be there. You can do with death do you part to a wife, but you can't do it to your child. Man, that's crazy as hell. That's crazy.
It ain't crazy.
That's crazy.
Perfectly saying. This, you know what?
It is crazy though. It is crazy though.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, I want to shout out Dez. I think I'm the oldest one on the panel. Dez, girl, I'm so proud of you. I don't know who your mom is, but you are such a beautiful young lady. I love what I'm hearing, and to me and what I do, it is a breath of fresh air. Let me say, fuck that. I'm speaking. Fuck that. But Dez, no, seriously. See, y'all better be glad. And I normally don't even talk like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and go there. Y'all better be glad that you still have young women like Dez. Y'all better be motherfucking glad that y'all still have young women like her. I'm just saying because you know what? So let me ask you this then. Why is it that why are we so stuck on the 15-year-old getting pregnant? None of the guys on the panel have even mentioned the guy that she slept with.
Man. It's always the man's fault. Well,
no. When did I say it was the man's fault? First of all, if we want to go there, God created man to be the head. God created man to lead. So let's go there.
I'm gonna be consistent from what I said.
If that was your son, what would you say to your son? That's my question to you. If your son got that 15-year-old pregnant, what would you say to your son? Would you kick him out? Would you? Oh, that's my boy. Like, what would you do? What would you do?
What would I say to my son if he ended up getting some chick pregnant at 15 years old?
I'm waiting.
Me too.
Retard alert.
Kick his dumb ass out too. Get your ass out. Handle your business.
But what would you tell him though? Like what would you? I want to hear what you would actually tell him. Would you be as upset? I think
here's what I would say.
I think you.
I would say,
big dummy.
I would tell him, look, here's $20. And here's a bag. All your clothes.
Wait a minute.
Go figure it out.
So you would give the boy $20, but you would just tell the daughter to get the fuck out. Like, see, this is what I'm saying.
You're right. I give her $25. How about that? Is that better?
Okay, but you ain't even mentioned money to the daughter, but you ready to get the son $20.
The fact of the matter is, let me just say this. Let me just say this, because this it seemed like everybody just got amnesia or something. Once upon a time in the Black community, we had a little precious thing called shame. We had shame once upon a time that would shame and preclude these things from happening in our community. And as a result of these things happening, these people were excommunicated, extricated, and completely and utterly shamed. They wouldn't even allow to come to the churches because we as a collective, and what I mean by collective, individual families coming together and agreeing on a set principles and set understandings. We as a collective came together and had a moral fabric. We had a moral integrity about us once upon a time. Now it's an open door policy. Well, she got pregnant. It's okay. Well, the good thing is to take her in and facilitate her pregnancy and all that. Buy her the WIC and get her signed up for government welfare. Give me a break. I'm not doing it. Hold up.
What?
Listen, let me just say this. Shame The reason why the black community is in the condition that it is today is because we have utterly removed shame from community, and it is an open door
Neil,
policy.
you don't
And
think
let me
that
tell you
girl
right now, let me
you
tell
don't
you right
think that
now,
girl is a Jane?
moral apathy is the agent of chaos. When you are neutral about things like this, when you are just absolutely neutral and you refuse to institute some sort of consequence for your child's actions, then all you're doing is you're complicit. You're complicit to the chaos.
So the
And that's
only
word to my
option,
mama.
the only option to fix in this scenario is taking out a 15-year-old that's pregnant. That's the grand idea.
Yeah, she got to figure it out. She got to figure it out.
She's 15. What is she gonna figure out? What is she gonna
Listen,
figure out?
she should have thought about that before she decided to,
You know what?
Uh-huh.
I can't
Yep.
with this. My thing
I'm
is,
being
listen,
consistent. I'm being
no,
absolutely consistent.
at the end of the day, like I said, parents aren't always right. Okay, parents are not always right, and in this particular case, as a man, you messed up. And
I acknowledge that. I absolutely acknowledge that.
If you mess up, then you need to be.
That don't mean he need to continue with the error and allow her to stay at his house.
Listen, there are other ways of reprimanding this child. That's my
Like
thing.
what? How you gonna reprimand? How is it? Give me an appropriate.
Throw away these hoes that's doing it. Y'all don't be that quick to throw away these thoughts, but y'all be that quick to throw
There she go. Why you always got to bring up the thotties?
Because that's the world.
That's the reality check. That's the reality.
A dude will sit here and let a woman go over and over and over again, fucking him over left and right. But the minute your kid makes a mistake, you want to just kick him to the curb. I don't understand.
No. That's not just no childish mistake. That is a grown adult mistake. That is a mistake that is going to stay with you. That is going to last a lifetime. That is a life-altering decision. When you decide to open your legs.
She's 15.
And dumb. Let me read some of these chats. Y'all
ain't said nothing about the boy.
Oh, he an idiot too. Let me read this. Lee. Oh Lord. Abe says he definitely shouldn't kick her out. Andre Lee. Okay. Abe again says bad and negligent parenting is a result of premature parents. DP says I don't agree with the abortion, Deborah, and that's my point. If her choice is to be on the streets with a child at 15 or an abortion, what do you think she will choose? Well, she's gonna have to figure that out. Alphabet soup. This lady is feeding us. I don't know who that's directed to, but it's one of y'all.
At me. Who you talking to? At me. Don't be scared.
She ain't scared, y'all. Abe says she can't handle the world she can't handle the world on their own, even if they're 18. Yeah, I know. Keep them legs closed. Andre, what about her father? I acknowledge he failed.
Okay, so what is his consequence? That's my question.
What his consequence
for not doing his part? Because kicking the daughter out is easy. So what consequence as a father, as a man, should he suffer?
Listen, you don't know.
Because to me, it seemed like he getting away with it easy.
No, he's not getting away with it. Listen, you
don't
understand the enormous. You do not understand as a man the enormous amount of guilt and heartache that a man endures when he realizes and recognizes when he fails at something. That is a heavy load to bear.
Daughter is going through a whole lot more than that.
Okay, so the most appropriate thing to do in that situation is get her ass up out of there.
Wow.
So, let me finish this. Hold up. Okay, JP, I'm gonna let you jump right in. Let me finish these chats real quick. Abe says there are many at fault: the girl, the parents, and the boy and his parents. Okay. I don't know where y'all live at, but I do know that for my child, the board takes care of anything that's evil about him or her. Okay. I'm probably the oldest in the chat. Des got me fired up after that last statement. We are to teach our child guidelines, and one of those guidelines is what is expected and not. Thank you. This is just foreign concepts here. Andre says the man, the head of the homes at the time. I know it's always the man. I got it. Chantel G. It has become so normalized, teen pregnancy, LGBTQ, pookies, etc. It's a damn shame. Yeah, but don't use that word shame. We ain't allowed to talk about that. Ray Abe says parents must breed parents in this case. Rapid tutoring. I'm gonna read a couple more, y'all. Then I'm just gonna display them on the screen. DP says nobody's saying it's okay, but you don't kick her out at 15 years old. Who is carrying your grandchild? What kind of protector is that? It ain't my job when she engages in adult activities. Okay, you want to be grown? You grown. Take care of it. Exactly, DP. Okay, all right. We got a couple more, y'all, but I'm gonna let JP kick it off, and then I'll follow up.
The difference when you say bringing back shame, that's exactly what he did. But back in the day when they shamed him, they did allow him to go into church. They made them go to the front of the church and they shamed them that way. They didn't disown the kids, they just shamed them. That's all. And they just looked at them a certain way. They talked, they whispered, but they didn't kick the 15-year-old. Any child that was kicked out, any daughter that was kicked out the house because of a teen pregnancy is because of a single mother already struggling with that daughter, raising her and bringing another baby in the house. There has never been a teen pregnancy where the father has decided to be like, you know what, kick out. When it was a shame, man, I don't know where we getting at of just saying to kick her out, dog. If you want to talk about shame, he did the shame. Now everybody, millions of people right now see this girl and they're gonna remember that's her. But the kicking out, bro, that's not where it was going at. That's not. I don't know what I mean.
Thank you, brother.
That's your choice of that. But anytime that a 15-year-old girl was saying, get out, figure it out, it's because that mother was already struggling with her and her daddy ain't in her life. That's the only thing.
Go ahead, Jane. I think you wanted to say something, and I'll jump in.
No, I just wanted to give JP his flowers because thank you for being the 1%er. You know, like it is what I'm wearing a cap, so that's what's up. It's a men are not the enemy cap, right? But men, y'all, again, this is even. I'm just gonna be 100% real right now. This is very hard, but I'm gonna go through with this live tonight. But this is very. I'm very uncomfortable
good,
because again,
you're doing good.
Okay, I'm right. Again, it's so, man, if y'all really if y'all could take a look from the outside of y'all skin and look in of, you know, men, they want so bad to be, you know, acknowledged and appreciated and respected, but y'all keep putting the images of y'all own, the comments from y'all own mouth. It's what's making women feel like y'all are the enemy, and I'm fighting more for y'all than y'all are even fighting for y'all. But I'm yes it is, and I'm gonna say this too. I think it's your ego that you're saying that my daughter has to go out because my daughter has to leave the house because she shamed the household or whatever word that you use. I think that comes from a place of ego. If you drop your ego and treat your daughter like a fucking human, and then I'm gonna say this too. It's not about food stamps and Section 8. It's not. I'm not. If my daughter, I have an 18-year-old. I don't know. I know. I have an 18-year-old. I would never kick my daughter out. I would probably put all that responsibility on her in my house. Like I would say, okay, once you have the baby, you're going to take care of the baby. You know, of course I'm going to help, but I'll let her do that in my home. I'm not going to kick her out and be like, my daughter.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wait. Whoa. Hold on. You gotta repeat what you said. Hold on, real quick. Let me.
Lee Williams. You're in the pile of trash men. So I mean, I'm not really. You could say whatever the heck you want to say. y'all want to be disrespectful to me, I'm not gonna filter my comments either, because it's men like you, Lee Williams. I hope you never ever have a daughter, because yeah, you're gonna be
Hey,
one of those daughters
hey,
where you're gonna be one of those fathers that
okay.
when you get old, hold on, you're gonna be one of those fathers, Lee Williams. When your ass get old, you ain't gonna have nobody in that motherfucking nursing home to wipe your ass, because your kids are gonna run the fuck from you. Go ahead.
But Jane, hold up. You can't take it so personal. Des, this is
I'm
eerily. This
going
kind of.
there.
I'm
I'm
having. I'm
deliberately
having
going there
deja
only because
vu.
the comments
I'm having
the
deja vu
comments
right
have no
now.
filter. I'm not gonna have no filter either. Let's go there. Let's go there. Why not?
Hey,
Let's have fun with it. Let's have
Des,
fun. Bring it.
Des, you're supposed to be facilitating her through this because
Listen, I'm listen. She a grown woman. She can stand on her own, and she's speaking facts right now. Like let her have her moment.
listen, I'm trying to understand how the
Listen,
hell,
listen.
how the
Y'all men are
Listen,
ridiculous.
y'all want this title so bad of being such a man and doing all of this, but when times get hard, what the fuck y'all do? Y'all run. Y'all run. There are multiple ways
we don't
of
run.
handling this situation.
Yes,
Kicking
the
a
hell
child
y'all
out,
do. What's the
it's easy.
how many men are out? Do you know the statistics of men being outside? Do you know how many single parent households there are of women that men are not in the home? Do you know that?
I
Yes,
would
y'all do.
love to.
Y'all do run.
I would love to answer that if you don't mind. But I'm wanting Des. Finish up what you were gonna say, and I'm gonna respond to what you just said, Jane.
I'm really just taken. I just feel like I said, men want this. I mean, if y'all want to be blamers, then do that back there where ain't nobody paying attention. Don't nobody care, because the real world, our kids are here. And the fact that your daughter was in a position that she was in, that should make you want more than anything to clean up the situation. Show the duties and the obligations of a man. Nobody is taking it from you that maybe you weren't there as much. There's no rule book to be a parent. Yes, we understand that. But again, as a parent, you have the obligation to that child. I don't care if the child is 18 or 21. The child don't stop being your child when they 25, when they 30, when they 40. Parents still be treating their 30-year-olds, and I can attest to that. My father still treats me as if I was 5 a good portion of the time. I'm grown, out the house, pay my own bills, and my father still, you know what I'm saying? I got pregnant at 19. My father didn't kick me out nowhere.
You're a grown adult. You're a
It
grown
was,
adult.
but again, I might be a grown adult, but at 15, you're not. I don't care if you pregnant. I don't care if you drunk. I don't care
At
if
15 years old, she don't know the difference between right and wrong.
I'm not saying that she don't. However, as a father, you have a duty when your child messes up. Just like you gonna throw your child out.
Oh,
you
okay.
let your child drive
Got
and
it.
they fuck up
Got
your
it.
car. You gonna kick the child out because they messed up your car? Like,
All right, so let me so Jane, so to answer your question, do I know the statistics? Yes, I actually know them very, very well. So 52% of black men, if we're talking about the black community, 52% of black men are single and childless, 30% of black men are married. A mere less than 20% of men, and I'm talking about the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Nug Nugs, the all them little thug, ratchet, degenerate niggas, are responsible for the lion's share of the children. So the majority of black women are having children out of wedlock with Pookies. The majority. That's just the majority. So the whole deadbeat myth, the whole deadbeat dad narrative is a myth. It has been utterly, thoroughly
what do
debunked.
you think about?
Hold up, let me finish.
What do you think about the father?
You
Who?
just proved your own point to be
Hold
wrong,
up.
though.
What father? Hold on. What do I think about what father? What father?
We're
Fucking
talking about the
stupid.
father specifically from this video.
So are you talking
What
about the father specifically from this video? I think he was
Yes.
doing the right thing. I think he did the right thing by sending her on her way. And I stand 10 toes down on that.
You are a Pookie and a Ray Ray.
Wait.
You're talking about. You are the Pookie. You are the Ray Ray. You are the Pookie. You are the Pookie boo boo. You are the Pookie and the Ray Ray. You are the Pookie and the Ray Ray father that you just read the statistics of. You fit
Okay.
in that Pookie
Well,
and Ray Ray category. Let me say this really quick, right? So
okay.
I don't like statistics, and people on my platform, they know I hate statistics. Why?
There you
Because
go.
no. Let me tell you why.
Stats
Because
don't
we
matter.
have our own statistics. When you go outside your doorstep and you go take your dog for a walk, and you go by every freaking city. Let's just put the let's every city you go to, you can walk in front of the bus station and see how many black men are out there with no car for whatever reason. How many men are at that damn but it don't matter what city you go to, it's always black men on the street walking, no car, no bike. They just walking. You know what I mean? So the real statistic is right in front of your face. When you go to the grocery store and you just observe who's in there shopping, do you notice how many single moms it is in there with no with I mean, yeah, single moms when the father's not around? So to hell with
Yeah.
the statistics. The
Sound like they
point should be,
problem.
hold on a second. The point for the stand up guy is to bring light back to the stand-up guy. The point is not to keep on highlighting the Pookie and the Ray Ray. If you
And
want,
where does
if
the
you want to,
responsibility of the woman fall? I'm curious.
It
that's
wasn't
why
the
I
woman
just
that kicked
said.
her out. It was the man that did it.
Hold
No, no,
on,
no.
but that's why I just see you should have caught that. That's why I said if my daughter was to have a baby, I wouldn't kick her out. I would have her deal with her problem in my house. If she don't know nothing about rent, I'm not just gonna kick her out. Accountability comes with still showing up as a father, as a mother, and teaching your daughter, okay, this is now you got yourself. Look at you. Okay, this is what you got yourself into. Yeah. Oh. Now you want to go out with your friends and play. Oh, you can't do that, little Miss Jamie, because you had your legs open. So guess what? I'm not gonna kick you out because you're my child. I wouldn't want to be kicked out. But guess what? Every time you want to go play ring around the rosies, which is what you should have been doing, you're gonna sit your ass in this house and you're gonna tend to your child. That's how you make your child, your daughter take accountability. You don't kick her out. That's not teaching her
Lord have
accountability.
mercy, I'm
What the fuck do you
back.
mean? Get fucking real, black man. Get the fucking real, black
See,
man.
this
Like, get
is the
fucking
problem.
real.
This is the problem right here. This is the problem.
This is the problem. I just called the problem.
Men, we institute the structure, and women, y'all just want to dismantle the whole ordeal. I'm telling you, this is the way how men handle the situation. It's raw. It's not going to appease your feelings. It's not going to be particularly comfortable. But when you mess up, you get a consequence. That's just how it is.
I don't know too many men that can. I don't know.
Well,
any
you know
man that
what?
would
In this
kick her
generation
out.
of soft, soy boy men,
I
you're
don't know
correct,
any
Miss
man
Des.
that would kick
You are
his daughter out.
absolutely right. Well, you know what? How many men find themselves in a situation like this? This is an anomaly. This situation here, actually, fathers produce lower rates of degenerate children. Single fathers produce lower rates of degenerate children than single mothers. I don't know if y'all know that.
Neil,
But hold up. Wait a
all of that.
minute.
Miss me with all of that
Hold
because
up.
you always try
I'm
to
keeping it real.
classify one
I'm
type of situation. It's not one type of situation.
It
It's not
is.
that. Right now, we're
That's
focusing
the
on
problem.
the
It needs
black
to be
man.
one
We're focusing
set.
on the black man that did not do his part, and as a result of that,
Now,
his
I
daughter is
agree.
now
I
pregnant.
agree. He should not have aired it online. Now, that's something I wouldn't do. I think that's a little weird. I wouldn't just record the whole situation. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even feel the need to do that. I'd just simply
You
say
just
to my
got
daughter,
private.
pack up your yeah. Why does the world need to know what's happening in the privacy of my home? Get your bags, go on upstairs, and goodbye.
Right.
See you later. It was nice knowing you.
See, I don't know why you all try to act like, and I'm not excusing the fact that the girl had a baby. I'm not.
We ain't said nothing
excusing
about that.
I'm not excusing. Well, whether first of all, we don't even know if she actually had the baby or not. So let's just start there. First of all,
We started with
second of
she
all,
pregnant.
again,
She took the pregnancy test.
whether so what, it's not the end of the world when a girl gets pregnant. As you yourself said, this is a situation that we've
You'd
seen
be
happen
surprised.
over and over again. But at the
Hey, you
end
know
of the
what?
day,
All these single women having all these children out of wedlock, it's kind of looking like the end of the world right now, to be honest.
They
But go
didn't
ahead.
fuck themselves, my brother. Who did they fuck? They didn't fuck themselves. They
Oh,
fucked
here we
boys,
go.
obviously. What do
Here
you
we
mean?
go.
What do you mean? Here we go.
It's always the women.
It seems like the women. It seems like everybody. It seems like everybody on this platform is taking accountability, but you, host. That's what it seems like.
Listen, I started off. Listen, I preface my whole point by saying that the father was wrong and he failed. I stated that, and I was objective in stating that. I said it and I meant it. Now, is he wrong to kick her out? No, yes. He's absolutely not wrong for kicking her out because that man is the king of his castle. And if she violated, go ahead, JP.
A question. You already stated that he failed. As the father, how do you right your wrong then?
Oh, you right your wrong by kicking her out. And if she happens to come back, which she will in life, later on in life, after she didn't learn some hard lessons of life, she'll come back and she'll apologize to her father for not listening to him. That's how that goes.
What?
Let me get your daughter. Hey, host, give me your daughter, bro. Give me your daughter. Give me your daughter. Give me your daughter. Just give her to me. I'm gonna pull up to your house and just get your daughter because you really don't deserve to raise that daughter. Just let me get her. Just let me get her. Bring her over here.
Shout out to DP in the comments. I don't know if that's a guy or a girl, but I want to give a shout out to you, especially for this comment. So as a man, when you fail, you don't just quit. That's my thing. Like,
DP, stop simping.
Entitled to feel upset and angry. That's fine. But
where's the confetti, host? Throw that confetti.
Throwing a baby with a baby out into the devil's playground. Like, how do you not?
She's been dancing in the devil. She has been dancing
with
the devil way.
Get him, Dez.
You're so built with anger that you could just throw your child out and have a good night's sleep after. Well, when she comes back, if she comes back,
that's the problem. We are in such a soft generation. Well, women, don't y'all realize that the narrative that y'all spewing right now is what's prevailing right now?
Dez, turn your mic up because he act like he can't hear you. Turn your mic up, Dez, because he act like he can't hear you.
And that's my thing. If you won't accept her now, why would you need to accept her down the line when she done had the baby, she done learned the life experience? What are you going to be able to do for her now that all of that time has passed? You done kicked her out, made her deal with the hard part by herself, and now when she done did the hard work and all of that, now you want to just come in with open arms, probably still a little soft.
What you mean? She's going to have compunction. She's naturally going to feel remorseful for not following what her father instructed her to do.
You're not a woman, so how do you know?
What do you mean? How do I know? I don't have to be a woman to know that when someone does someone wrong and later on have compunction and remorse, they come back and typically want to apologize.
But you don't want to throw your thought out.
Huh?
But you won't throw a thought out.
What do you mean?
You won't throw a girlfriend out.
She talking about a real woman, like a woman that y'all deal with, the girlfriend, the wife.
What's the context?
You won't throw her out. I guarantee you won't.
What's the context?
It don't matter what the context is. If she disrespects you, if she degrades you, if she degrades you, I guarantee you're more willing and more susceptible.
You out your mind.
That girl back and work on it. Then
you out your mind.
Me to just let her go. I guarantee it.
If any woman disrespected me, degraded me, try to besmirch my character,
she belonged to the block.
Get up out my house. Straight up.
You know what? You know what? You know what, Des? Let me piggyback on what you just said too, because she actually just brought up a very valid point.
Stop simping, man. Stop simping.
DP, keep on typing, DP.
Yes.
DP, keep on typing till you got blisters on them thumbs, DP. Go ahead. No, so let me just reiterate what Des just said, right? And I host, I want you to really, I know you. Okay, so right,
I'm black.
You kick out. Slow. You ain't slow. You ain't slow. Don't. You ain't slow. But listen, you kick out your 15-year-old fast ass, right? But then when men grow up, right? When men become men, I mean, sorry, when young boys become men, who are y'all typically chasing? Y'all chasing the same thought that just like Dad said, y'all are chasing the same looking woman that you just kicked your daughter out for being. The one out here with the short skirt, the booty is glistening, is thotting, is jiggling, is all that, and y'all are just walking off it. Y'all walking after that
For
ass like it's,
for
hold on.
sex, not relationships.
But wait
So
a minute.
what?
So wait
So
a minute.
what?
So wait
Having
a
a
minute.
baby without marriage, bro? Like
That's why I
crazy.
said. That's why I said, host. Why don't y'all hold the little boy that slept with the 15-year-old accountable? Because what are you saying for sex? You are no different than. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are no different than the little boy your daughter slept with. That's the reality check for your ass. You are no different than the little boy that your daughter slept with. Come on now.
That's cold. That's cold. That's really cold. That's messed up. JP, go ahead, man. I want to drown him out, man. Go ahead, D.
Nah, I
JP.
mean, when you was talking about kicking her out for she turning into that woman that the daughter is becoming. The short skirts and all that. And I must say, like, most of the time that happens after that girl has gotten out of the house and has to survive on her own, and she takes on a different life.
Right.
Most of the fast girls, most girls who's hot in the tail, who we perceive hot in the tail because she got pregnant at a young
And they
age,
learn it from their mama.
type of girls that's getting pregnant. These are the girls that are getting pregnant at a young age are promiscuous because of situations like Dad said earlier. There's certain things of some of these girls need help. It's something that's going on because
What do you mean? They don't respect their fathers, JP.
and because there
That's
is a
all it
reason.
is.
Because at the end of the day, though, it's a reason why that's going on like that. And again, when she said about the ego thing, bro, DP said it perfectly, though. You have an ego issue. You want to quit the situation because you don't want to address it because of your pride and ego of saying, you know what, I fucked up.
Oh,
I
snap.
need to kick you. I need to start over.
Okay,
That's
okay. So Lee, I don't know how long you've been watching, man, but apparently I have an ego problem, and I'm just seeing this whole situation all completely off. Go ahead, man. If you don't mind, just introducing yourself and then state your perspective on this matter.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Finally, right?
What up, bro?
Finally. All right. So before I get started, does anyone want to get off?
It's about to get crazy.
So extra.
Fair warning, y'all. Fair warning.
All right. Real quick, I sent Neil this article, this video earlier because I got kind of kicked off of Instagram because of it. So I made a couple comments, and people
Yep.
didn't like it.
Yeah, you was telling the truth. You was telling the truth. They don't like the truth.
Yeah, you saw it. So they decided to take me off of Instagram for a couple of weeks. It's all good. I'll be back on. It's no big deal.
You'll be back, bro.
I ain't say nothing crazy. It was just one of the situations where people can't handle the truth, and oh well, it is what it is.
Right. So tell us what exactly did you say, Lee, that caused Instagram to kick you off? I'm curious.
Well, first thing I did, I put a laughing emoji next to somebody else's comment because the guy said, "Look, man, the girl got to go." So I started laughing because I get it. What this is about more so is just they're forcing us to understand their way of thinking, and I'm not with it because it don't make sense. So all of a sudden, somebody made a comment. I followed the comment. I think I caught a couple of dudes, females or something like that. They got pissed off or whatever.
Yep, the beta males.
Exactly. But more so than anything else, though, I've this is kind of personal because I lived through this because my older sister had her first shot at 17, and it changes life for everybody that no one's even talking about. It changes life for every single person. A mother, my father left like everybody else when I was like 5 years old, so it changes life in the household. Everything's different. The resources are no longer what they need to be. We were in private school. We got to go to public school now. All those things happened because of one decision. And because no one fixed it, she kept going. The year after she had her first kid, she had pregnant with another one.
There you go.
Then she had a miscarriage with that one, and then another one happened right after that. Different father. A couple years later, she got pregnant again, another dude. Then she skipped a couple years because there's no consequences.
No
real. So what we supposed to do? We're supposed to let this behavior continue, or what? What we gonna do?
According to what they saying, you should coddle them.
So kicking her out clearly only made the situation worse, like you just said.
For who though?
So
for who?
When situations happen, it don't just affect you, it affects everybody around you, whether you want to believe it or not. It affects everybody. It don't just affect the person having the baby. And this is what I don't understand. Men want this title of being strong and all of this. But again, when you have a child, I don't care what the situation or the scenario is, you have to be prepared for the unexpected in anything, not in one part, not in two. You have to be ready for anything. When you ready to go up against the judge, the police, you got to be up for anything. When you ready to Bonnie and Clyde and commit a crime, you got to be ready for anything. This man had a baby with this woman. The result is you got to be ready for anything that this child comes with. And that's not to throw her out to the side because she got pregnant, because a partial reason why she pregnant is because you wasn't there.
That's crazy. That is the craziest thing I've heard.
I don't know why. Why?
Because we're all individuals at the end of the day. We gotta make choices.
That's why age plays a role in the situation. I don't get it.
But you're absolutely right. So why was she doing what she was doing?
Okay, so where were the parents while she was doing what she was doing?
At work.
We don't know that. We don't know that. At work. And my thing is, I go to work. My daughter be home by herself sometimes. I ain't never walked in my house and she had a boy in here. I don't even think I walked in my house and my daughter was even on the phone with a boy.
She's 15?
She's 13.
Okay, wait a couple years.
I'll wait a good amount of years. You know why? Because as a mother, I may not have picked the right person as a father for me, but as far as my daughter is concerned, her father is more of a disciplinarian than I am. And I'm actually guaranteed that by the time my daughter hits 18, she'll have more money than she has babies. That comes from parenting. I understand as a mother.
The question is she going to be a wife?
As a mother and as a nurturer, that my child is going to make mistakes. Sometimes those mistakes aren't ones that can be fixed. Sometimes they are mistakes that can be fixed. But as a parent,
so you telling me going out and clapping your cheeks at 15 years old and having a baby, getting pregnant, you consider that a mistake? That's just something that just by happenstance. Oh, I done slipped and fell on some. Hold up.
The child is 15. We're not talking about an adult creating this issue. We're talking about a child, and it starts with the parents.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Okay, let's say we agree with you, right? Now what?
What do you mean, now what? Not kick her out?
Okay, we don't kick her out. What's she gonna do?
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the doctor. That's the first thing we're gonna do.
The doctor says she's pregnant, then what?
Then we're gonna find out what situation are we in? Are we in a situation where we can take care of the child? I'm telling you, I'm gonna ask, are we in a position to be able to raise a child? If we're not in a position to be me and the child, the parent, the responsible one.
The 15-year-old child.
The 15-year-old child, the first thing as a mother I would do, I snatch her ass up and I take her straight to the doctor. That's the first thing.
Okay, she's pregnant. Then what? She's pregnant.
we find out that she's pregnant. Me at her being at 15, I would have told her an abortion is necessary. Do I like the idea
she's
of
not
an
going to get the
abortion?
abortion. Now what?
What you mean
Right.
she can't get the abortion? She
She's
always
not
has
getting
the
it.
option.
She's not getting it.
You
She
can't
doesn't want
tell
it.
me that as a
She don't
minor.
want it.
Are you gonna force her to get it? Are you gonna force her to get it?
It doesn't matter. Listen, if she decided, let's just go with your logic. If she could not have the abortion, then I'm gonna be a grandmother to that child.
Okay, so you're what you're telling me is you're telling us after the doctor says she's pregnant, it's confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just gonna wait 9 months and then she's gonna have this baby. Then what?
Life goes on and you raise a child.
Right.
No,
Like what do you want to happen? Like
No,
you're asking
zero
a dumbass
consequences.
question.
Because either
You
way
asking
you
a
look at it, you pick the child out, the baby is still
So let me make
coming.
sure I get this right. I'm asking a dumb question because I'm asking you what's next with the life of everyone affected.
Raising
I said
the child.
right. Like duh.
Okay.
The child is here. Like
hold on.
Somebody get pregnant. Men
That's
go
the
out here
point.
and do it every day. They go
I don't
out
get
here
it.
and
But
have
you
babies
guys don't
all
get
the
it.
Oh my
time.
gosh.
You guys don't get it.
Hold
That's
up,
the
y'all.
point.
Let him finish. Let him finish his thought. Go ahead, and then
guys
Jay,
don't
you can
get
jump
it.
in after him.
This is the reason why guys like Neil is necessary because you guys don't get it. You really don't.
They don't get it, man.
This is the thing that I'm not gonna say all women, but most of y'all don't get. Tomorrow's coming, right? So food costs money, baby food costs money, clothes cost money, all these things cost money every single day. Who's providing that? No one has an answer. They just say raise a child. That's a
No,
very general
the
statement.
parents.
Hold up, Dez.
But
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him
I'm
finish.
answering his question.
Who's hiring a 15-year-old to work full time? And then why that 15-year-old? What kind of money she's making? She's not educated.
They
She
hire
has no college.
15-year-olds at Publix. They can bag groceries. Not only that, she
And
don't
how
have to
much
have
they
no
making?
job. Teach her.
How much they
Listen
making?
to me, sir. Listen to me, sir. Your daughter doesn't have to work for anybody. You can teach your daughter how to be an entrepreneur. You can make her ass get out
So
there
I
and
can
wash
teach her how
cars.
to be an
Wait a minute.
entrepreneur, but I
You
can't
can
teach
make
her
her.
not to get
That's how.
pregnant? Does that make any sense?
Let him finish, Jay.
That is
He gonna
how
tap-
you.
he gonna
No, because I'm about to get off because y'all are embarrassing me and what I
course you are.
represent, and I don't. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
It's
run,
showing
Dez,
me.
Jay.
It's showing
Jay,
me.
Jay,
It's
Jay,
showing
don't
me
run, don't
that
run,
y'all
don't
are.
run, don't run.
It's showing me that y'all are no motherfucking good, and the women that are out here that believe it, it proves them right. It proves the narrative right. And so
Man,
the men that I
you
represent,
said
they would
nothing
never
But
stopped
say
JP,
you.
what you would say.
Nothing
They would
stopped
never
you.
say what you would say. Come on the platform
I
and
know
get talked
that.
to
That's
by
the
some
reason
real
why
ass
guys like
men
Neil is
that will make your ass sit down. So I'm about to get off. Y'all are embarrassing me.
no,
But y'all,
no, hey,
Dez,
Jane,
I'm gonna
Jane,
follow you
Jane,
on
don't,
IG, Dez. Keep doing
hey,
your
Jane,
thing, sis.
Jane,
I'm the
Jane,
fuck
don't
out of
run,
here.
Cook.
Y'all are retarded.
don't run, Jane, don't run,
Nah,
So
I'm
Miss Cook,
literally getting off. Like y'all are. I'm not going to contribute to what you guys are representing. I thought you guys were. I thought this was a platform in which you were going to stand. I thought you was a stand-up guy. You
man,
guys are
as
adding
long
to
as
the.
women
Whoa,
Y'all
are
are
so wait,
adding to
because
the.
because
Y'all
we
are adding.
disagree, I'm not a
Y'all are
stand-up guy.
adding to the. Y'all are adding to the negative narrative. Y'all are adding to that
How?
shit. You're not
What's
trying
the
to fix
negative?
it. You're not trying to
What's,
fix it.
wait a minute.
What?
We're not trying
What
to
is
fix
your?
it.
Listen to me, guys. And I mean this for real. What if there was a black man in the comments right now? Yeah, I get mad. You know why? Because men are not the enemy. You know why I'm mad?
Well, you
Because,
acting like
like
we
I
the
said,
enemy.
y'all are proving yourselves that y'all the motherfucking enemy.
What?
If
We're
there
men,
was
though.
listen to me. If there was a young black man in the comment right now, right, that had a daughter, or not, he don't have to be young, but had a daughter or whatever, that was contemplating putting his daughter out, and he was listening to y'all would have pushed him to kick his daughter out. That I don't stand with guys like that. I'm standing with guys.
Why
I'm
don't you
standing
stick
with guys.
around?
I'm
Why don't you
standing
stick
to
around and listen to our logic
Yeah.
instead of running away? If you stand, if you
Y'all don't
claim,
have
if
any
you stand
logic.
up for
What's
men,
the logic? What's the
if you claim you're
what is the
standing up
logic?
for men, if you
Kick your
claim
You're
to
trying
daughter
to
stand,
out
claim
is
a
your
logic.
logic.
You can't.
Kick your
You're
daughters out is
incapable
the
of listening.
logic. That's not
Jane,
logic.
Jane,
Man,
we're
keep
not
it
gonna
both.
meet no common ground if you're just gonna just run from a little bit of conflict and
Y'all are
consternation.
deliberately not trying to hear me and Des. Y'all are not trying to hear us.
All
I
right,
told
So I
we've
mean,
been hearing you and
respect
Des for the
though.
last
It's
50 years.
respect. I'm gonna
Jane,
get off. It's
I
nothing
told
Been hearing you for the
personal.
last
I'm
50
just
years.
not gonna give my energy to
all
this.
right,
I'm just not.
all
Good
right.
night,
Let's
y'all.
go.
Bye,
No,
Des.
let her
I'm
go.
gonna find you on IG, Des. Good night.
Let her go.
Man, get your ass out of here.
Dog,
Don't
dog,
act like
listen.
that
She
with her.
We've been
Don't
represent
act
listening.
man.
like that
We've
She
with
been
her.
listening.
represent man. Man,
Don't
right?
act
Oh
like that
my.
with her.
You know
Look, we've
what?
been listening
She
for
was
50 years.
100% right.
And
I
clearly
know
it ain't
50
working.
years. 50 years, Mr. Lee. You ain't lying. Go ahead, Lee.
50
Finish your
years. We've
thought,
been
man.
listening for 50 years. And tell me right now, is the community better off by listening to that?
Exactly.
Nah.
Nothing.
Nah.
Oh,
It's
Nah.
you know what?
worse.
All I'm hearing from y'all too is how to run from problems. If
No.
I got on
Whoa,
this,
whoa, 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 whoa.
if I got
No.
on this live and I was listening to y'all, I would assume, oh, he wants me to run from the problem because that's what y'all are doing. Y'all are
That's
sitting here
not
complaining
what we're
about
talking
how
about.
women don't know how to close their legs. They don't know how to do that. If that's what the problem is, as a man, you don't think it's your duty or your obligation to lead and give leeway for understanding. Did none of y'all sit and say, you know what? Let me
Nah, you
try
don't
to
get it.
talk to the girl. Let me try to talk to the girl
He's
from
been talking
a
to the girl.
you
That's the
know
problem.
Right.
clearly he
Right.
has not been talking to the girl if
Oh
the
my
girl is
God.
pregnant. And then
Okay, so
you
let me
can
ask you a
tell he
question.
hasn't been
So let
talking
me
to
ask you
her
a
because he
question.
was quick to put her ass on Instagram. What?
Hold
What kind
on.
of
No, no,
talking
no,
is
no,
he
no.
doing?
He said his point with why he put the girl on Instagram. He said he's trying to show this as an example because there's not enough examples of this being shown. That's what he said it. Now you don't have to
So
agree with it.
that's a good example for you.
Well, hold on. Okay, so then tell me the better example.
The example, first of all, like I said, when we
Take
first
her in.
started, picking the phone would have been the first thing I would have did. As a father, if I were a man, I would have first took the phone from her, first of all. Second of all, I would have sat her down and I would have tried to figure out what is the problem. What do you feel that I'm not doing as a
It's never
father?
gonna get no better, Lee. It's never gonna get no better, man. Because
It
as
don't
long
matter.
as there's women,
But we talking about a man who actually had a daughter. His daughter was
Okay.
actually pregnant. This is not no Ray Ray or no Pook. This is a man whose daughter is actually pregnant.
this is why the black community is ran by a matriarchy right now. Because women,
It
they claim they have all the answers.
starts with the father, y'all. It
Hold
starts
on.
with
And
the
guess what though?
parents.
Listen, all right, listen. All right, I'll make it plain for
Bye,
hopefully.
Deborah. Bye. See ya. Okay.
Look, y'all. Look. It's real easy.
Be nice, Des.
It's real easy.
No, Deborah been trying to cut me up from the beginning of this live. And I'm listening.
Look.
Don't
Go ahead,
It's
Lee.
real easy. It's real easy. If you're gonna be successful in this life, you gotta be a student of it. You gotta be a student of the game. The problem is that we're doing too much emotional thinking, not enough logical thinking.
I think it's reversed.
Well, no, not at all. I'll have a solution for all of this. It's an easy solution.
What is it?
Okay. How about this? There's consequences for everything you do.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe that?
That's
Okay,
it.
So simple.
The
So
only
simple.
logical consequence you can come
Whew.
up with is throwing your child out.
So simple.
No.
Okay, so again, if
I'll tell you.
let's
let's
take
put it.
throwing your child out off the table. Let's take
Okay.
that off. What
But
would be your next step to do?
Okay. This is the only logical thing I think. If I can't kick her out, you said I can't do that. Okay, fine. So then I have to go meet with the boys, the son and the son's family, and I got to ask them what the hell their plans are, because clearly they can't stay with me. You ain't gonna raise that kid in my household. You just not. I got too many. First of all, I got to work. I got to pay bills. I got mortgages. I got car notes. I got to take care of myself. Got to take care of my wife. You probably got other siblings.
Right.
What about them? See, that's the thing that you guys don't understand. You guys
They
don't look
don't.
at this the right way. You got bills. You got to work. It's only
Other
24 hours in a day.
responsibilities.
Listen, you
Right.
had all of that before you had the child. You knew all of that before you had the child. So what are you talking about?
And guess what? And guess what never came up when I was making that child? Hey, I hope at 15 she gets pregnant and then ruins everything else for everybody else.
Okay, well, it's not nobody's fault that you didn't handle your business in a way that your child didn't.
Okay, so then, okay, fine. If that's the case, why can't the child be responsible for what they're doing?
The child is going to be held responsible either way you look at it.
Where's the consequence?
The consequence is having the child. That's
Oh
already.
my God.
That's the consequence. You know why? You know why it's a consequence? Because now all the things that you wanted to do, you can no longer do. That's the major consequence. It's no different than when you punish a child by taking their phone. When you take
no. There's a security. There's a layer.
When you take a phone from a child, that literally tears their whole life apart, as opposed to you yelling, screaming, throwing.
So let me ask you a question. So what were these women doing before cell phones then?
What do you mean? What were they doing before cell phones?
The teenage pregnancy exist before cell phones?
Yes, it was before cell phones.
So then what was their punishment then?
Having to raise a child young. Do you see? This is what I feel like men don't understand. Y'all think, oh, it's just having a baby. No, we have the frustration that comes with the baby. We have the time that comes with the baby. There's a lot of things that we have to sacrifice that we wouldn't have to sacrifice had we not had the child. That's the difference. But it's the difference between having money and not having money, having a child and not having a child, getting married and not getting married.
So then why do it? Then why do it?
She's 15.
Right. She was an idiot. Go ahead, JP. She's 15. She's 15. You keep saying that like she don't know how to wipe her ass or something. Look.
Y'all did bring it up.
Stop having health class in high school. They don't have it no more.
Yeah, of course.
They don't know nothing.
Y'all did keep bringing up the question of what about the man? And I mean, Lee did bring, if you do take away the option of kicking her out, he did just answer y'all question of you got to go to the man, you got to go to the guy's parents and ask what we gonna do, because now you absolving all responsibility of now accepting another single mother in the household without the father. Because now this father is offering now to give his daughter away to the household of this guy. He's not saying if you taking away, kicking her out, now it's time to put the onus of this young man that y'all kept saying that we are absolving responsibility for.
Right.
Now we are bringing him in on the table now and saying, okay, what are you going to do? So now the parents of that father, no, it's no way you can say, well, they can't bring that child now because it takes two to tango. But the most important thing is the man, which is the father, which now he becomes a leader and he now has to take care of his household. He has to take care of the child. No woman, no mother should feel like she has to take on this child and say, we raise. When there's a little boy out there, 15-year-old boy, gonna stick his penis in something else and do the same exact thing all over again. But when you act again, he's gonna act like he's offering up where the onus is on, because now we're gonna have to point the finger at that little boy too. We can't absolve him of no responsibility.
Yeah, he's sliding.
No. Right. Look, nobody's taking no responsibility from the young man. He's definitely gonna be in the thick of it, just like her. But my thing is, why should I have to take on that burden? Why do I have to do that? And I have a million other things to attend to.
Down the line. But my thing is, you said earlier, Neil,
if my daughter has had sex, if my daughter had decided to go out into the world outside of my authority, she has already proven that she's not going to respect what I have to say. So therefore, there's no.
So when she gets herself together later on,
maybe not.
Where does that put you? Because my thing is, if
what do you mean? Life doesn't stop for me. One monkey don't stop the show.
Listen, my thing is, like I said, parents ain't always right, and sometimes parents put their children in compromising positions. Clearly, this man was not in a position to take care of this child properly. First of all, you've already showed yourself.
What man are you talking about?
I'm talking about the father of the girl that was pregnant.
What? Wait a minute. Where you get that from?
Where did I get that from?
You just, how can you make that statement when you don't know the situation?
Wait, what did she say? I didn't hear it.
She said
what we know is that this is this man's daughter.
Okay.
We know that this man's daughter is pregnant.
Okay.
And we know that his objective was to kick her out after putting her on social media. First of all, as a man, again, I don't care what time period we've been in, putting a girl on social media already shows that you have a low level of respect, not only for your child, but you as a man. Because I guarantee you, I guarantee you.
Now, okay, look, like I said,
not about to exploit his child in that way. I don't care what type of mistake she made.
Now, look, Lee, this is what I said. This is what I said. Hold on.
And record my daughter in a crackhead moment for millions of people to see. I'm not about to do that.
All right, so look. Okay, so look, maybe. Look, I'll grant you that, because me personally, like I said before, Lee, this is what I told him. I said if I was in this scenario, I wouldn't have to put it on social media. I would simply just tell my daughter to pack her stuff up and get the hell up out of here. Get your ass up out of here. Real calm, cool, and collected, just like that. Goodbye. You made your decision, going out there and handle your business. And then later on in life, when life has taught you the brutal lesson of making adult decisions like that at such a young age, you'll come back and you'll recognize that your father was trying to protect you since the beginning. Since the beginning. Again, like I said, women don't want protection. They want a response team. They want somebody to show up on the scene after all the blood and all the mess has already happened. That's what they want. Y'all don't want a response team. Y'all don't want protection. Protection for men is generally preventative measures. We try to instruct you to.
Why? Because we don't get it. That's why. You all want to be able to say, oh, I'm so much of a man and I'm this and I'm that, when it's convenient. That's what it is. But again, when situations like this, when it comes to your kids get tough, these are the type of things that most parents do. And guess what? Their children don't really get right. They lose the relationship. The child,
actually, quite the contrary. Women are quite the contrary. Younger women today who are getting pregnant and having children out of wedlock, their family are moving them in. That's what's happening. That's the going narrative right now. That's what's happening. What me and Lee is saying, no. What me and Lee is suggesting that occurs is that we start instituting shame back in the community, that this is a shameful, disgraceful thing for you to do. So what you're saying, what you're saying, Des, already happens right now.
She has to go through all types of shenanigans while pregnant. That's not shame enough for a 15 years old.
What do you mean? If her mom is throwing the baby shower and buying the baby clothes and taking it all to the appointments, if she's not handling her business, if she's not getting up and handling her own business,
that haven't even happened yet. Y'all keep coming up with stuff that haven't even happened yet. At this point, the girl is at a point where she can either let the baby go.
Social norms.
The
social norm is you're gonna have the baby shower. You're gonna have the celebration.
Yeah. We're not talking about that. Y'all are coming up talk about that. Stuff that has not happened yet. Let's deal with the reality of what's going on now. Y'all are talking about something that hasn't even occurred yet. That's the problem. No, what I'm talking about right now, what are we going to do about the baby? Y'all sitting here talking about a baby shower.
Okay. We're trying to tell you what happened. We're trying to tell you exactly what typically happens. Lee, go ahead. Explain to her what generally happens when young children. Yes, please.
This is the typical thing. The girl's mother's going to go to every doctor's visit. The boy may go to one or two. That's every doctor's visit. She's got to get, probably a different doctor because she may have complications because she's so young.
Yep.
She's not understanding that half the time these women are dying in childbirth any goddamn way. All this stuff got to get explained to a 15-year-old
and a mama got to do all that.
Drive a car yet? She can't even drive a car, and she's trying to be somebody's mama.
I don't know why
This
you're making
is
that
gotta
face,
be
Des. This is
permanent.
what happens. I don't understand. Are you oblivious to this? This is
Listen, okay,
this is the norm right now.
That's at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this is why, ladies, I don't care who is watching this. Y'all need to pick y'all men wisely.
Oh, there she go. There she go. Yeah, how about this? No more pookies. How about this? No more pookies.
No, you married?
Look, y'all just
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
just turned off
You got
by
a family?
y'all. Like,
You got a household?
Yeah.
what?
Okay. Well, no. What I'm saying is when you say stuff like that, you got to pick your men wisely.
Yes.
Right.
Because guys like me and Neil have a different opinion.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is we're both married.
And we both handle our business.
Hold on. I'm writing down my
that's
crib.
fine.
Right?
But again,
Again,
but
homeowner right here.
That
we got money.
you said,
We got degrees. We got.
Thank you.
yourself just had
But we're the ones that's being criticized, though.
Trust me when I tell you, when you have a child, the dynamics of life are very different. A lot of the time, what I notice about men, they always know how to say what they'll do before a situation. But when the situation actually occurs, it's not always what you would do or what you would say. Let's just start there, first of all.
Okay, you just gonna gloss over the most important part is when the father was trying to prevent this situation from happening. You just gloss over that like that.
You know what it is?
What did he do to prevent this? Put her on social media?
No. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what the problem is. I know exactly what the problem is. The real problem is that women don't want us to protect them from themselves.
Excuse me. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Lee.
Good night.
You don't want us to protect you from yourself. That's the problem.
Ooh, man, you couldn't have said it better yourself, Lord. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yep.
That's why you're fighting this.
Figure out how much protecting as
self-sabotage, Lee. Self-sabotage.
No, what you want to do is it's the same. It's the Cyndi Lauper song. Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Come with it.
Yep.
You don't want us to protect you from you. My job as a man, as a father, is to protect
How are you protecting this girl? But she's in the worst position she probably can be.
But you're talking about the end of the story, though.
This girl, this 15-year-old biological seed that came out of you is probably in one of the worst positions as a child that she could be in. One of the worst positions as a child. And the most logical thing to do is to kick her out. It's not to talk to her and speak. That's what you want.
You don't get it. You don't get it. See, the thing is, you didn't hear the backstory. Usually when a father responds like that, it's because he's given her warnings. He saw
that's
the
behavior. Last resort. Remember, exactly.
He said, "Why do you want to be like your cousin?" He kept saying it. She had the example in front of her. He probably told her, "You don't want to be like this," and she still did it, regardless of what the father tried to do.
Man, Lee, you hitting it.
And the reason why I know it's factual is because every father wants to protect their daughters from themselves. He knows that it's going to be 21-year-old guys hitting on 15-year-olds because these 15-year-olds look like they're 20 anyway. He knows that. That girl knew when she had her period, and let's say 12 years old. She knew when she had her period what that meant. She knew. Yep. The fact of the matter is she got everybody telling her the same thing. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. She goes to school. She got pregnant. She's in high school, I would imagine. You mean to tell me there's no pregnant girls in high school that she could say, "Oh man, that's rough."
Don't want to be like that.
She got examples. How many movies? How many Lifetime stories do you need? How many real life examples do you need?
I think almost Lee, it's applauded, man. Like it's cheered and championed. This is why they don't fear any consequence, and they know that people like Des and people like Jane are gonna welcome it with open arms. Come on, baby, it's okay, it's all right. Mama got you.
Want to know what the backstory about all this is? The culture is trash. Guess who made it that way? Guess who made it that way? It wasn't us.
That's a lie.
Who's in charge of the culture?
Listen. This
Who's
is
in
one of
charge of
the
the
things
culture?
that I noticed that you all like to do. You all want kudos for being the good guys out of the
No,
collective.
no,
Then
we want
do
to
that.
acknowledge what it is.
But
It's not
do
about
that.
kudos.
But
I
we're
don't ask
not.
for credit. I just do my
Listen,
job.
at the end of the day, like I said, y'all sit here all the time chastising the female. But if y'all put just as much energy into chastising the female as y'all do the little boy that got in that situation with her, maybe then situations would be different.
No,
It's always easy to throw all of the shame, throw all of the guilt, throw all of this mess onto
Hot
the
girls.
girl who already has to deal with that, with her pregnancy.
How?
When she got to deal with that.
She had 100% control of that.
Absolutely.
She's 100% control.
Better job, then she would be in a much better position.
So let me get this right. Let me make sure I get this right. You're saying if the father did a better job of raising that 15-year-old, she would not be pregnant right now?
Yes.
Okay. So please explain to me, what else could he have possibly do besides saying, don't get pregnant? Is he supposed to put a chastity belt on that girl?
He's supposed to beat her ass?
Supposed to beat her ass? How about this? Let's lock her in a room. That'll do it.
First of all, if a parent builds a good rapport with their child, they won't have to worry about that in the first place.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So that girl got a mother. What was the mother doing then?
Right.
We're not talking, but the question
There's a reason why that child was living at her dad's house, because her mama was out in the streets.
Was smart in the situation at all. I don't think
the mother was out there pop locking, dropping it. What do you mean? Didn't you? She had another baby. The mama was out there pop locking and dropping it. Didn't you see the baby in her hand?
But again, but this is the point I'm trying to make to y'all. Y'all sit here complaining all day about what women are doing and not doing. But my thing is, then push the women out the way and take the lead. Then do that.
Hold on. And guess what men have done in the last 10 years? We've taken the lead.
To the top. As soon as
we taking a lead right now. You don't want to listen.
You know
be trying to sleep with her. That's what they do. They know she pregnant.
But Lee, but Des, we're taking a lead right now and telling you what is the most ideal situation outcome for the situation, and you're totally like rejecting it. We're taking the lead right now. But if a Pookie got up here and said, "Nah, my baby going,"
I would agree. If you don't want the child in your house, then at least having her in a position to where the father could have her in the home. But my thing is to just kick her out and make her deal with it on her own. That's the issue that I have.
Kicking her out because she was told, she was shown, she was told incessantly what
it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
It's never enough, Des.
It wasn't enough. Listen.
Lee, Des, let me hear what JP has to say. He look like I don't know.
Yeah, he lost some sauce.
Go ahead, JP. What's your point of view, man? I want to know where you're standing right now through the thick of all this.
I mean, two things can be right at the same time, you know.
No, they can't.
Yeah, here he go.
I mean,
JP, no,
let him go, Lee. Let him go. Let him go.
Tell me that a red light and a green light mean the same thing?
No, but bro, two things can be right. It's not
just.
It's not.
Please show me one thing.
You know that, though. You know that.
Show me something in evidence that two things can be right at the same time. How?
Bro,
please.
I'm telling you, you are correct. When I told you about the situation of when she took away the option of just kicking her out, and you going to holler at her that child's the baby daddy and their parents to see what was going on. You was correct about that.
Yeah,
right?
that's not two things being right. Though. That's one thing being right.
But just like she said, bro, like to just kick her out. No, but as the father, I have told. I don't believe, bro, an active father and a household, because first of all, the mama and the daddy ain't married. They both say they both doing their thing. So that's first of all how the situation got to where where they at right now.
No,
so
it wasn't. It wasn't. The situation was because that 15-year-old girl opened their legs.
There you go. You cannot
say. Where did she see
it from?
Where did she see it from?
Who did she see it from? Kids Kids
Her
don't come
mama.
out the womb 30 and educated. They have to be taught in one
Okay.
way or
So
another.
let me ask you a question. If I turn on a music video of who's starting it up right now? I don't even watch this
No,
stuff.
I know there are all these thoughts out here.
What's
So
that?
many.
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red, Glorilla, all them
Yeah.
little
So if I just
thoughts.
put one video on of Sexy Red, what is she saying
Dirty
in that video?
thoughts. She know what she know what they saying.
What are they saying? What are they showing me when I watched that 3-minute video? The Sexy Red. What is she talking? What is she
Sukiana.
saying?
Oh, what is your point?
You said she need to be shown these things. I said, okay. I got a phone right now. If I put in YouTube Sexy Red, what am I going to see?
A whole bunch of trifling.
Did you not hear
Trife
when I
life.
said the
No,
first
I
thing
heard
I would
what
have
you
did was
said.
taken away the phone?
No, before the pregnancy, when she was 15, when she was 11 and she had her phone and had YouTube, what do you think was her influence? What do you think she was watching? It wasn't gymnastics class.
If it was Sexy Red, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Hold up. So you mean to tell me that culture has no impact?
I'm not saying culture don't have an impact, but I have impact on taking my child's phone. I, as a parent, have to set up multiple safety guards.
And do you
for
think
my
he ever took?
child.
Do you okay in this situation right now? Do you think that father has taken his daughter's phone on multiple occasions?
No.
Yes or no? You don't think he? Okay,
No.
so I
guarantee you he didn't. Because he
how can you guarantee that? And so you think he just went from? So you think he went from 0 to 100? So hold up there. So
from the beginning of the video that he did was wrong.
Are you saying no? From the time that he's had, because we don't know, we're all speculating. But are you saying from the time he's had custody of her, he just went from 0 to 100, just like that? Like there was no room in the middle where he tried to guide her, try to instruct her, punish her.
Did that man honestly to you seem like the type of father who would put his foot down, discipline his child, take the time to understand the child? That man did everything.
How you gonna understand thotting it up? Now your daughter want to thought. There's nothing to understand. That's the problem. We gotta have all this mental health therapy because your daughter want to go be a thought. Like, okay, let's put her in counseling because she can't keep her legs closed. Are you kidding me?
Subjective. You don't know that.
It's 1,000. It's the same.
This is
video
crazy.
It's the same video.
You gotta understand her, where she come from. You gotta get to know her. Why exactly she want to be a thought? Like you can't just dismiss her. You gotta ask questions and understand.
First of all, we're gonna talk about the father, the man, the responsibility.
The man's not pregnant. The father's not pregnant. She is.
He might, but he encouraged it. He didn't help her that much. He talked to her. Oh, whoop-de-doo. What is talking?
Wait a minute. Please tell me the evidence you got.
I literally just told you. The man from the beginning of the video, I don't care how you try to twist with it from you can tell off of a person's actions alone how they are to some degree. There is no way you can watch that video and tell me this is a man that spends enough time with his daughter. This is a man that checks over his daughter's
How much time does he need?
What?
How much time? Listen, I work in 12-hour days, right? And my son ain't gonna do this nonsense because he's gonna understand at a very young age what's acceptable and what's not. But my point is,
why is he gonna know that? Why?
I'm gonna instill that in him.
Exactly. Because if you instill it in your children, then they have a greater chance of doing it. They have a greater chance of listening to you. But when you I can look at that man from that video alone and tell you that man has not been to one of his daughter's parent-teachers conference.
Of course he hasn't. You know why? Because he has to work 6 days a week because that's the way life is, inflation. He has to work.
So what? You can't substitute work for your children. You can't do that. When you have a child, that's what sacrifice is.
You sacrifice what you can to put a meal on the table.
That's selfish.
Neil.
You had that child.
This is the divide right now. We don't
man.
our roles. My job is to go out there and bust my ass every day. There's no days off. There's no vacations.
And
that's my job.
Like when you have a child, there's no day where you can set aside your child for the things that you want to do. When you become a parent, it's not about you no more. And that's what y'all fail to realize. Y'all think, oh yeah, we need our life too. Yes, that's true. But when you
nobody
have
said
children,
that.
Bro.
So wait a second. How did you just conflate with him going to work and providing for his family and sacrificing his blood, sweat, and tears to go to work?
Because this is that as an excuse for why your child is pregnant. Oh, I had to work.
No one's saying that.
My point
is that's not the point. The point is because that man's working, trying to provide for whatever he's providing for, that child is out there knowingly, understandingly, hey, my father's okay. I'll tell you how. You know how my sister got pregnant? I'll tell you how my sister got pregnant. This is way back in the day, obviously. My mother worked night shift. She worked from, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember, like 9 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning. What do you think my sister was doing at 9:30 to 7 to 6:30 before my mom got home? What do you think she was doing?
I don't have a clue.
Well, she wasn't praying.
Oh my God.
Okay, so again.
So is that my mom's fault that she has to work as a single parent? Because the night shift, you get paid more money. So is that my mom's fault? And my mother was married, by the way. She had divorced from these dudes, but she was married. She did everything the right way. So my point is, whose fault is it?
You know what? Like I said, you can't listen. At the end of the day, my stance on it, I'm not throwing my child out.
Okay, then that's you. He made an executive decision because,
yes.
Okay, you know why? Because the girl was warned. She knew better. That's all this is.
That's all it is.
Better.
Listen, you all keep forgetting you're not dealing with adults. You're dealing with children.
Okay.
You all
so the minute she got pregnant, what did that mean?
Children, you all keep trying to hold these children at a standard of an adult.
So I'm asking you a question.
The
baby, okay, that's fine. I understand that. So when the baby gets here, she'll be 16 years old. When does she become an adult?
When does who become an adult?
The young girl. When?
She don't become an adult until she puts herself in a position to be an adult. That's when she becomes an adult. You can't say
no. She reached the age of accountability.
You got people at 30 years old that are considered grown, but are still doing childish things.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the 15-year-old girl who's gonna give birth to a child when she's 16. When does she grow up and become an adult? Because
legally,
guess what?
21.
Okay, so that means that girl's father is responsible for not just her choice of having that child.
Exactly.
To that child 6 years old.
Yes. Yes.
Fatality.
Yes.
Not happening.
Yes. Because my thing is,
do you hear that? Do you hear that? Oh my gosh, there it is. And all the men, all the beta males in the audience, all y'all agree with this crap.
If you're gonna come in,
so the women welcomes the degeneracy.
Leaving in the first place.
So the women are welcoming the degeneracy, and then so are the men. So this is why the black community will decadently descend into the freaking hell.
No, we're done, dog.
This is it. Because listen, all we need is more women to promulgate this nonsense out into the community and get out into the airways, and more men to just jump on and co-sign this crap and lose all moral integrity because they don't have a damn spine to stand up to the face of your loved one. You think? Do you think it wouldn't hurt for a father to have to kick his daughter out? You think that man wasn't grieving that he had to do that? But you got to do what you got to do, because the only way she's going to learn any consequence, if she gets out there and figures it out for herself.
No,
Huh?
he's not. And my thing is, if you gonna come in my life after all the work is done, you should have just stayed away. What's the point of coming back? What's the point of coming back? Like I said, if you kick the girl out and she's forced to raise that baby by herself and do all of that, and then later on, after she done got herself together, y'all decide now you want to come back after she done learned her lesson. Y'all could have just did that, staying with her and going along for the ride. Instead, you want to allow your pride and your ego to get in the way of allowing this child another opportunity. Having a baby don't stop the show. It don't. I'm not condoning this woman have this little girl having a baby. I'm not condoning that. But at the end of the day, our children make mistakes just like we do as parents.
Des, how much you had to drink? How much you had to drink?
You don't see me drinking water?
Before the,
Drinking water?
it's vodka in that bottle.
It's not vodka in nowhere. Listen, I got some booze.
Stop the cap.
All right, take your kid. I bet you they empty.
What's empty?
All that booze that's empty.
You cold-blooded, Lee. Lee, you a cold-blooded killer, man.
All
right, listen.
Shit.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
This bottle is a little bit more than
Hey, I was gonna say it's half full, but it's looking a little half empty to me.
It was full this morning.
You know what? I wasn't the primary drinker of it. So
oh, there she go. There she go.
You just said it's only you and your daughter. Said it's only you and your daughter in that house, right? So who drinking it? Who drinking it?
I drink it, but I'm not the primary drinker of it. I have it for my company because majority of my company likes to drink. I'm not that big of a drinker. I prefer sangria or what I'm drinking right now. Don't try to just the but at the end of the day,
you got caught. You got caught.
All right.
Do not.
All right, so hold on. So let me get this understood. So we had a stalemate. JP, I believe he sees both sides of the spectrum. Des is in the position of you should facilitate that child. The father should take on that responsibility. And Lee, you know, me and you stand that.
You know, we already know.
We had a stalemate tonight, guys. So we're just gonna have to call it a wrap. I don't know if we're gonna do a continuation of this. I don't know. We have to talk in the back chat.
About something else because
we're going. Okay, all right. There you go.
Y'all just love bashing.
Once again, the male authority is rejected, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how that goes. That's just how that goes.
Who bashed? Nobody talked about women. What are you talking
about? I know, right?
Y'all are.
We're talking about their actions.
Responsibility.
Is that like a fail-safe thing? Like you just say
it is. The moment you start criticizing a woman and her bad behavior, they conflate it with you bashing women. That's what they do. It's like a deflection tactic. It's like what the hell? Nobody said nothing about women. We're talking about bad behavior.
Nobody even mentioned
handling a situation, and
we're talking about bad behavior, Des.
Yeah, when situations get rough, just like in a marriage, and coming from two married people, when what you would consider the worst, there are a lot of things that can happen within your marriage.
And the biggest motivator is shame.
And
so
when the worst happens, you're not quick to run to that courtroom and get a divorce. But I bet you're more willing to work it out, try to fix it. Let's do it this way. Let's try. Your initial reaction is not, oh, when something really, really bad happens in our marriage, let's just go to the courthouse and divorce. See, and that's what gets me.
That's a false equivalency.
Because a man will sit and condone a woman in a marriage, but you won't do the same when it comes to your children. When it's the worst,
what
when
are you talking
that
about?
You are sexually dealing with, you're not that quick to just throw them to the wayside. You're more willing to work it out than you are not. But when it comes to kids, for whatever reason, y'all just be so quick to just throw them out and not.
Who is y'all?
All right, so the score is 0 men, one another point to the matriarchy. So that's just how that goes. Again, the male authority and the male righteousness have been utterly rejected by the matriarchy once again. And that's just the way it goes, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, and the matriarchy will continue to prevail. And that's not much we can do about it.
Not over here.
Not over here. You try to set standards.
Let me read what DP said. The consequences is having to raise a child instead of having fun. It shouldn't be to be out on the streets. That's lazy parenting.
Who is DP?
A simp.
And that's the truth. Y'all keep acting like the child that's pregnant is not already going to go through hell, shame, and every goddamn thing else.
Stop simping, DP.
Don't do that with the pregnancy alone. That's without the parents.
Okay.
All right.
But y'all just
it's so much shame in it. It's so much shame in it.
Beat them.
It's so much shame in it. They keep doing
Let's
it.
just beat them.
So much shame in it. They keep doing it.
Listen,
they're gonna continue to do it because
how many kids that she had, but again, it's
unfortunately,
they said the same. They said the same thing about women being promiscuous. There's a lot of shame. There's a lot of this. They keep doing it,
and they came up with a whole damn movement.
Don't
slut shame us.
Your child gets older and does it. What do you do?
It's all good. It's all good. Look, we understand. We understand. Look, we once again, men have tried. Again, we've given our earnest efforts to try to implement some sort of social justice. No, not even social justice, but implement some sort of viable outcome in the event that a child gets out into the world and participates in adult activities. There's going to be a consequence. It's going to be a particular consequence that you're not going to be too fond of. And mama, shut your damn mouth, because you ain't coming in to rescue her. But too bad we can't do that, because like I said, women are going to swoop in from the to the rescue, and they're going to always coddle and provide that security blanket. And again, the degeneracy is going to prevail. So there's nothing more we can do about that. We are at a stalemate with this situation. It sucks. It really sucks. It disheartens me, because I just think the little girls that's coming up in the world, they see this, and this signals to them, oh my gosh, you mean to tell me that if I happen to have a slip up and just, fall in love with little Andre and have a baby, my mama and my family going to be there to shelter me and take care of me? It's going to be all right. Okay, cool. Nice. So that's what it is, man. It's nothing we can do. And DP, you a simp, man. Can't believe you. I'm disappointed in you.
No, you're not.
Y'all, we're gonna call it a wrap. JP, let everybody know where to find you, Dez, and then Lee, you do the same, and then we can close it out.
FWM _ podcast, TikTok, FWM _ podcast, Instagram. It's Tuesday, so check out the new episode that drop on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. That's where you can find me, dog.
Check my man JP out. Dez, go ahead, girl. Give a shout out.
dezidc on Instagram. Desiree AC on Facebook.
Word up. And Lee, if any plugs, anything like that, man.
Man, you know what? You can't find me. I'll find your ass. Broad Street Bully.
Lee keeps it all the way real. All right, we're gonna.
If pride and ego was a person, it's these two. Hold on.
Okay, y'all. Here her show starter. Here her show stopper right here. What's she about to do? Pride and ego. Yep.
You know what
that's her sign. That's her sign,
that's
y'all.
The rainbow flag you talking about. That ain't us.
That's her sign. What's your sign, Daz? Is it
pride and ego for men? I'm gonna make a shirt that say that. Pride and ego for men. Y'all gave me a really good idea. I'm
Don't do that.
Girl back too, because y'all made her mad. Y'all made my girl
what?
mad.
You know what? It just might that just might sell, because if you lie, women buy.
That's right.
Yo,
not to mention, how about that, yo? I told she couldn't stay on for 3 minutes.
How about that?
She couldn't stay on for 3 minutes.
Oh, you talking about Jane?
Oh my God.
Hey, but Lee, you get Lee at the outset, man. You at the outset, you already at the outset, Lee. You said whoever want to leave, leave now. That's what you said, right?
Anybody want to get out?
And she couldn't handle the heat. She couldn't handle the heat, man. I'm really disappointed.
I didn't get off, yo.
I know.
I needed like 10 minutes. She should have gave me like 3.
That's why I admire Miss Dez, because Dez can sit here and she'll rock it with you back and forth. You know what I'm saying? She'll rock it with you.
We'll disagree in the whole way.
Dez is good people. She's just crazy.
No, I'm logical.
As hell.
Yes, I'm logical, and I have a mind of a woman.
She said she logical.
I am logical. I am a problem fixer.
Hey, Dez, you said you're what?
A problem fixer, not a blamer.
Deception, disgrace.
That's deception. Y'all believe that. All right, y'all. We about to close it out, y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe. I appreciate all y'all comments. Leave a comment too, guys, after the video too, so that way the engagement, the YouTube algorithm and all that. So, guys, make sure you share this video out. I really appreciate you guys. We're gonna come back here on Thursday, if not Thursday, maybe Friday. Whatever, we'll get it all situated. I appreciate you guys again. Yeah, it has been another chaotic night with the real.
I'm gonna be back, Neil. This was fun, man.
Hey, man.
I hope so. So we can.
Hey, Lee, I'm glad you came on, man. We gotta get another female, man, that got just as much grit as Dez do, that can handle the heat, man. I don't know if too many women that can stand the heat.
No,
they just want.
You could get 300 man.
I know, man. Dez, you gotta bring on one of your counterparts or something.
Because we repel bull. That's why.
No, they run. They run with their tail between their legs. That's what they do.
No. We fix and we solve. We don't.
No, that's a lie. Y'all not designed for that. But anyway, all right, y'all. So we're gonna close this out. Peace.